video actually. What about? Hey! My PlayStation collection's here! Hey, I could make a video about my PlayStation collection. What should the title of the video be? I know! My PlayStation collection! Let's start with the first PlayStation. PlayStation 1 has a bit of a story behind it. Back in 1988, Sony didn't originally make game consoles, but they did make CD-ROMs and the drives that played them. If you remember, with the Sega Mega Drive, that had a little CD attachment, and that's what Nintendo wanted. So Nintendo paired up with both Sony and Philips to make their own. But Sony and Philips didn't know that Nintendo had paired with the other, so they were very sneaky. Along with the attachment, Sony and Nintendo also planned on making a standalone console, which played both Nintendo's little cartridges and Sony's CDs. But none of this ended up happening, since Sony and Philips found out about Nintendo's sneakiness, and they said, "Oh no, I don't want to be friends with you anymore, you told me fibber-dibbers, so nope, I'm going to make my console by myself." And that's what Sony did, and that's how the PlayStation's here. This one's the first original PlayStation, and then this is a Little Diddy one. I was playing on Road Rash a second ago, and that's one of the mini games, such as Resident Evil, Tekken, Crash Bandicoot, and loads more. Right, I think that's about it for the first PlayStation. Let's go on to PlayStation 2. This is the PlayStation 2. It was released in the year 2000. Some of its main rivals were Sega's Dreamcast and the first Xbox. Sega's Dreamcast only sold 9 million copies. However, this sold 155 million copies, making it the world's biggest selling console. This is the PlayStation 2 Fat. This is the later version, the PlayStation 2 Slim. It's a bit smaller. It's got a little screen with it. Not all of them come with a little screen, but we have a little screen. PlayStation 2 had a DVD player built into it. It was actually made cheaper to buy one of these than a normal DVD player. But now you can get a DVD player for like a £5 off eBay. Some of the best games are Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy, Grand Theft Auto, and probably loads more. This is the PlayStation 3. This is the main one, and that's the slim version. Like PlayStation 2's DVD player, this introduced Blu-ray, which was a big advantage over its main rival, the Xbox 360. Another feature that came with the PlayStation 3 was PlayStation Network, which allowed people to play online against each other. This also came completely free. However, Microsoft charged £40 a year for people to play online with their console. Some of the best games are Resistance Fall of Man and the Call of Duty series. Also, notice the joypads. The ones for PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 are identical in this one. These have wires. This one's wireless. Fun fact, the original design for this joypad wasn't like this. It was a crazy boomerang shape. But the fans went mad and didn't like it and went really angry. So they just scrapped that idea and went back to the original design. Right, that's it. Next. This is the PlayStation 4. This is the current generation of the PlayStation, and it's the best-selling console in the market today, beating the Xbox One and the Wii U. Like the PlayStation 3, it has the Blu-ray player. But something that's different from the PlayStation 3 is that Sony introduced the £40 charge a year to play online. Another thing that's different from all the other consoles is that it introduced a different shaped joypad. It has the same buttons and the same stuff, but it has a touchpad thing here. Like the PlayStations, it comes in different versions. This is the PlayStation 4, the original one, and then here is the PlayStation 4 Pro. I'm going to give you over now to my little brothers, who are going to talk you through some of their favourite games.
My favourite game is Lego Dimensions. Tommy's favourite game is Minecraft. PlayStation Box.
These are Sony's portable handheld consoles. This is the PlayStation Portable, the PSP, and this is the PS Vita. This came out at the same time as PlayStation 3, and this one came out at the same time as PlayStation 4. PSP, as I already said, stands for PlayStation Portable, and PS Vita, Vita is actually Latin for life. This is the PlayStation VR. VR stands for virtual reality. It's called virtual reality, since when you put it on, I'm going to try. Okay. And when you look around, it's like you're in a different dimension. You can actually like see inside the game, and when you look around, the game looks around with you. This comes with things called move controls. We don't have them here. But when you have them in your hands whilst you're playing the game, it's like you can see the movements of them, so it becomes more real in that way. This is really awesome. I really love playing on this. Yeah, it's wicked. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my little journey through PlayStation's history. I guess I'll see you next episode for Xbox. Toodles!